Okay, welcome to your first experience with OnShape. This video is intended to show you what OnShape can do and to give you an idea of the kinds of things you can make. So the easy way to get to OnShape is to type in OnShape just like that up into the URL, and usually the first thing that's going to come up is OnShape product development platform, and if you're new to it, you're going to sign up, and then over here you're going to see sign in or create an account or something like that. So I think you're going to have to create an account, put in your email. You don't have to give them any personal information. If it asks for that, you can just type in some gibberish like AAA or something like that. But you will need to give them an email that they can send something back to you, because you're going to have to confirm your password. So fortunately, I already have a an account. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And let's see. Email, password, and here's my stuff. So I'm going to go quickly through what you do, and then I have a lot of other YouTube videos that you'll be able to follow along with that I won't go so fast and you can look at. But you always start with create. Then I'm going to click on document, and we're going to say I call this playing with OnShape. And this is where you're going to do your drawing, and drawings are called sketches, so you'll have to click on sketch. And usually it's good to look at this sort of in a flat plane. So there's a couple ways you can do this. I showed differently in another video, but one way that you can get this to look to appear flat to you is to go up to this cube on the right hand side and double click. And if I double click on front, it will show me the front side in a flat or square to me. Okay, so we have to say where we're gonna draw. So I'm gonna click on the front and say this is where I'm drawing. So I clicked there, and we're just gonna do something. Make a center point circle. I went up here. I hit the drop down menu. I hit center point circle. And I don't really like that. I'm going to X out, not accept it. Sketch, click here, try center point circle again. And let's start from right in the middle. And there's a circle. But the cool thing about 3D drawing is that you can not just have a circle, which I'm going to turn this sideways. Look, it's just flat. There's nothing there. In 3D drawing, we're going to give this thickness. And that we do by using this extrude thing up here. So I'm going to click on extrude, and this window here will pop up, and the depth is the amount of thickness we're going to give it. Let's say make it 0.25. It defaults to inches, so I'm going to say I'm going to accept that, and let's turn it sideways. And you see we got it like this disc thing here. Pretty cool. Just for fun, I'm going to make a smiley face if I can. So we've got this disc. Now I need to sketch again onto this thing. So I'm going to say sketch. Where am I going to sketch? On the disc. So I'm going to click on the disc. I'm going to give it eyes. Center point circle. There's an eye. Center point circle again. There's an eye. Let's make the one eye bigger. It's kind of neat. Then I'm going to go back to extrude. And this time, instead of leaving it on new or add, I'm going to say remove. And where it says blind, I'm going to say through all. And we just put a hole in our disc and gave it eyes. This funny face or whatever is gonna be kind of an unusual shape. So because I'm gonna sketch again. Click on it. Let's give it a nose, but let's give it a square nose. It's weird, but or a rectangle. There's a nose. Rectangle. Go to extrude and remove. Depth, blind, instead of blind, go to through all. And now that's our nose. Not a very nice nose. Let's try one more, well, a couple more things maybe. Sketch. Where am I sketching? On the disc. I'm going to use the line tool and see how this works. I'm going to go across, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, once I get near there, it knows that I want this kind of to be completed. So I'm going to extrude that one more time and say remove and say through all. And hey, we've got, we've got teeth. So here's an interesting thing though. Let's, this is kind of a scary face. What if I sketched on it and I said sketch, and I sketch on my scary face, and I pick my rectangle up here again, do a corner rectangle, and there's my little rectangle. Let's go to extrude this time, and instead of saying remove, let's add. And I'm going to leave the add at 1 inch, and let's see what happens here. Let's look at this from the side. Ooh, he's got like something sticking out, like he's like kind of Pinocchio, only on the side. And we could add things on the other side too. Let's just see what we could do. Let's go on the back. Whoa, a little too fast. All right, and if I want, see, it's not quite square. If I want to make code square, click on back, double click, I should say. And now we're on the back of our thing. And I think this is kind of neat. I'm gonna say sketch. And I'm going to say sketch on this disc. See the A thing there? I can write stuff. This isn't going to be very creative. I'm going to say boo. And I'm going to check that. And boo is there. But if we looked at this from the side, we wouldn't even know it's there. It's sort of flat like the first thing we did. And so I'm going to give that some depth as well by extruding. And we're going to add. And right now it's 1 inch, but let's make it 3 inches so it's like really obvious. And let's hope that what I wanted to happen happened. Yep, look at that. The letters boo are sticking out of this guy. Okay, so just to give you an idea how you can play around with stuff. You can put letters in things. You can, oh, you know what? I have one more thing to do. Let's go back on here. Let's sketch again. Let's sketch on the front. This would be kind of, just thought of this. I'm going to make another word. And I'm going to say who. Like boo-hoo. I'm going to check that. And I'm going to extrude that. This time, I'm going to remove it. And let's just remove it 0.5. And now, who is actually cut through there, or it could have been engraved. So this is what we got. We can do circles, we can do lines, we can make things stick out, we can engrave in, we can cut away, we can do lots and lots of fun things to make stuff, and eventually, if we wanted to, print this whole thing out. So that's your introduction to OnShape.